Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to give you guys some of my best tips and tricks to help you guys improve your accuracy when it comes to shotgun. I'm going to be giving you guys my best shotgun tips and tricks. So if you guys feel like you're missing a lot of your shots with your shotgun, you're just struggling at close range, definitely stay to the end of the video because I have 3 very good and specific tips that you guys can use to improve your shotgun aim and hit a lot more shots close range. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to enter this giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, like I said, I have 3 tips that I want to give you guys that's going to help you guys out tremendously when it comes to hitting a lot more close range shots with your shotgun, because having very good shotgun aim is probably one of the most important things in this game. If you want to consistently win gunfights and outplay other players, you're going to have to be very accurate with all of your weapons, but specifically that's going to be your shotgun, just because you use your shotgun almost every single fight. So here in creative, I want to give you guys 3 very good tips you can use for your shotgun, and for whatever reason they still don't have the charged shotgun in creative. I checked the other day and they just still didn't have it. So I have the pump shotgun, but all the tips will still apply. So the first thing that you guys want to do, and the first thing that I want to talk about, is going to be with the amount of damage that you're hitting with your shotgun. Now, as you can see, when you're aiming down your sights with your shotgun, you have a much tighter spread on your crosshair, meaning that when you aim down your sights with your shotgun, so if you're using a charged shotgun and you aim down your sights, your pellets are going to be more pressed in, meaning you're going to be hitting significantly more damage on the other player. You're going to be a lot more accurate, and you're going to have significantly more damage per pellet, because if you're from like a medium distance away as far as shotgun range, if you aim down your sights, it's going to be much easier to get much more pellets on the other player, meaning you're going to be hitting a lot more damage. So if you feel like you're struggling to hit consistent damage shots, the first thing that you guys want to do is, if possible, you want to aim down your sights. If you're point blank, you probably don't want to, but when you're aiming on the other player, you want to try to aim down your sights as much as possible, because you're going to have a tighter spread and you're going to be hitting more damage. And so the second thing when it comes to your shotgun aim, I always try to aim for the chest, because when it comes to all the different parts, or the areas you can shoot on the other player, the chest area tends to be the biggest hitbox, at least that it feels for me. I seem to have a lot more focus, and I feel like I hit a lot more shots when I'm aiming at that area. And also at the same time, if you have an SMG, if you aim for the chest area, a lot of the times the recoil will go straight up to the head. And as well, if you guys don't know, pretty much the way the hitbox works, if you shoot at their upper chest, as you can see here, you still get damage for a headshot. So when you're aiming at other players, it's usually just best to aim for the chest. You have a really big hitbox, and at the same time, it's a really easy target to see, versus if you're trying to shoot at maybe the legs, it can be very difficult if you're in a box, as there might be zigzagging. So you always want to aim for the chest when you are going to shoot at another player. And so the next thing that you guys want to do to improve your shotgun aim is going to be working on your crosshair placement. Now, this is really important, and this has to apply with every single weapon, but it's really important with your shotgun as well. And all that is when you're rounding corners, you want to have your shotgun at either chest or head height. Now, when you're working on crosshair placement, you always want to have good crosshair placement no matter what. Even if you're just rounding a corner and there isn't anybody on the other side, you always want to be rounding the corner at that chest or head height. Otherwise, if you're rounding the corner, you're going to have to go for either a flick shot, going upwards, or a flick shot going downwards. Now, the same thing can be true. You want to have very good crosshair placements off of edits, which I'll show you guys a couple edits in particular that you want to have very good crosshair placement off of. But like I said, you always want to have good crosshair placement no matter what. When you're building, when you're rounding corners, when you're maybe just engaging a gunfight, whatever the case may be, you always want to try to focus on having the best crosshair placement possible. And another reason you want to is because you're going to be hitting higher damage shots, because if you have very good crosshair placements off of rounding corners and off of going for edits, what's going to happen is you're going to finish off your edit right on the other player, meaning you don't have to go for a crazy flick shot across half your screen, meaning you're going to be a lot more accurate and a lot of your pellets are going to be hitting, meaning you're going to be hitting way higher damage shots if you have good crosshair placement compared to not, because I think it's really important to work on your flick shots and to be accurate with it just in case, but you don't want to rely on it, because typically what happens is you're going to be hitting a lot more low damage shots when you're flick shotting, just because it is harder to get more pellets off on the other player. And also another edit that's really important when it comes to crosshair placement is, say you're going for a double edit on a floor and a cone and someone's just above you. When you're going for this edit, you can edit in two ways. The first way you can edit is the one I just showed you there, where you're editing from up and down, or you can edit from the far side to the near side. Now you want to edit like that just because when you're going for this edit, like I said, you always want to have good crosshair placement, and if you do the edit like I showed here in the second one that I'm showing now, you're going to be able to hit significantly more headshots, because as soon as you finish off that edit, your crosshair is already going to be at either the chest or the head level of the other player, compared to the first edit, where after you edit, you were looking pretty much at the other player's feet, which means you're going to be hitting less damage, and at the same time, it's going to be harder to hit the other player. And this edit is just one of many. There's a ton of other edits that you guys really want to practice on, and you also really want to focus. So when you're going in game and going for an edit, you always just want to think is, when I finish this edit, I want to be as close to the other player as possible. So when you're going for an edit, you want to be able to finish off the edit with your crosshair right at their chest or their head, and that's exactly how you want to approach going for edits, and as well approach going around corners. So when you're building and editing, maybe you could be build fighting, maybe you're just running around corners, just going for a simple edit. Whatever the case may be, you always want to try to finish off that edit. You want to round that corner with your crosshair right on the other player. And I honestly believe this is probably one of the most underrated tips in the game that a lot of people just don't seem to focus on. A lot of people just go for the flick shots, and I feel like using this to your advantage could be highly beneficial and can help you out a ton. So another thing that you guys want to do is to improve your flick shots. Now there is one way to go about this. As I mentioned before, I think it's just best to have the really good crosshair placement. But if you have to go for flick shots, I think it's something to improve on, because no matter what, you're always going to have to go for them. And the really good way to do that is going to be playing on a slightly higher horizontal speed. So you can either play 1 to 2 points above what you normally play on. So it doesn't matter if you're on like a 40%, if you guys play on a 60%, whatever the case may be. All you guys want to do is just bump up your X sensitivity, your horizontal speed. Just bump it up 1 to 2 points, and it's going to help you guys out a ton. And as far as your dead zones, I recommend playing on a lower look stick dead zone, because this is the dead zone that you're going to be using to aim with. So it's really, if you play on a lower dead zone on your right analog stick, everything's going to feel a lot more responsive. Everything's going to feel super smooth. So when you're going for your flick shots, or you're going for any type of aim in this game, it could even be your AR or SMG, everything's going to feel super responsive and very fast. So that's why you guys want to play on a slightly higher horizontal speed, and as well you want to play on a little bit lower of a right analog stick dead zone. But the reason why playing on just a slightly higher horizontal speed really helps out flick shots is because it makes your X sensitivity just slightly faster. So if you need to turn around quickly in a box fight, or if you need to just quickly adjust on another player, you're going to be able to do so a little bit more efficiently. So that's why I do recommend playing on just a slightly higher X sensitivity. Like I said, only 1 to 2 points more, but just those 1 to 2 points can really make a huge difference. And at the same time, when you play on just a slightly higher X sensitivity, it's going to help you out a ton when it comes to building, because if you ever need to build a 1x1, if you ever need to protect yourself from either one of your sides, having that just slightly higher X sensitivity is going to allow you to turn around a lot quicker and going to protect you from those sides. So there really is a lot of benefit of playing on different X and Y sensitivities. So I recommend moving up your X sensitivity 1 to 2 points. It doesn't matter what sensitivity you play on. I would highly recommend you give that a try. But those are going to be my 3 main and best tips that I can give you guys when it comes to hitting more shotgun shots and improving your shotgun aim in Fortnite. So with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found this video very helpful, make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload. And as well, I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys do hit that notification bell so you guys get notified when I go live here on this channel every single day. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.